What's up, YouTube? Down inside the description there's a link to go and help fund Conway's road to recovery and help pay some of those medical bills. He's done a lot for a lot of people inside this hobby, and you know, we'd like to help try to return the favor and you know, help him out as much as we can. Every little bit helps, guys, so do what you can. Go click that link and donate. With that said, I hope y'all enjoy this video. It's dedicated to Conway Stevens. Like I said, do what you can, guys. The link is the first thing inside the description. Go and click that and donate what you can so we can give back to the doc for everything he's given to us. Peace out. What's up, YouTube? Evan coming to you, Captain Office Fish Room, Jefferson with Provide, bringing y'all a video. Deconstruction of the fish room has began. Started unplugging a bunch of stuff today, and boy, I'll tell you, man, you never know how much stuff you have until you try to move it. It's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm watching this water change here because I got to cut it off here shortly, but we're going to take a look at the few freshwater fish I do have, and then we'll take a look at the reef. I got some updates over there, pretty cool. If you follow me along on Facebook, you know about those. Yeah, other than that, guys, make sure you go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Also check out all the members of Team Aquatic Support. All the links are down inside the description. As well, go and check out Fish Paradise on Facebook. If you live in the Metroplex, Dallas-Fort Worth area, we'll actually have sell ads sometimes on there to where you can, you know, if you like Facebook, if you like the page, then you'll get that. And then you come in the store and, you know, say the magic word and you get a, you know, a discount or something like that. So we're going to start doing a lot of stuff like that. So make sure you go and like those pages. All the links will be down inside the description. Really appreciate it. We surpassed 5,000. I didn't get to make a video whenever that happened, but man, thank you all. It's grown exponentially past what I ever thought this channel would ever grow to. I remember the first video I made, I didn't even talk in it. I believe it was titled my Glapote cichlids or something like that. And I showed my jaguars. I think there may have been some dovi. I don't really remember the first video that well. It was a little over 2, maybe 3 years ago when I started this channel. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, you know, how do you grow your channel? You know, what do you do? And really it's just producing videos that have semi-good quality. I know my videos aren't great quality, like my camera lens is dirty, that's why it looks all fuzzy right here. But I'll fix that whenever we go around and look at everything. You see Big Rig in the background there. The most important thing about having a successful YouTube channel is responding. That's all you have to do, whether it's a like, a dislike, or a comment. Make sure you respond to everybody. Of course, sometimes things slip through the cracks and you can't get to everybody. But if someone asks you a question of, like, you know, how do you get your tank to look like that, or, you know, stuff like that, you know, just respond. I mean, that's how you grow. That's how you know, you get further in the YouTube community, is by putting yourself out there and responding to you know, everything that everybody has to say, whether it's negative or positive. And another important thing about responding, if it's negative, guys, don't start a fight. it's not even worth it. If it's a negative comment like, you know, I've had people say that my fish look sick, I just let it go. You know, I know my fish are healthy. They get, you know, more water changes than I get bathed, so they get great food. They're really responsive. You can see here, look at that guy. He'll be inside of his 300-gallon tank pretty soon. Really excited about that. It's actually going to be going right behind where this camera is sitting. And yeah, so guys, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. I never thought I would get that many, and I say that every time because, you know, I never thought, you know, I never would have thought in 100 years that I would have had 5,000 subscribers, let alone 100. When I started making these videos, I didn't think it'd last more than a week or so. I just was testing it out, you know. I was just taking a video of my fish and I just wanted to put it on YouTube as like a kind of like a diary of sorts, and from that this channel was created, you know, where I'll have t-shirts soon. If you have gauged ears, I'll have earrings soon with the Captain Awesome Big Rig logo. I have some zeros of those right now. If you're interested, let me know. And like I said, I'll have t-shirts, keychains, and a few other cool things. We'll be doing a giveaway soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I know I said I'd do it right at 5,000, but you know, I mean, school's starting. I got the new job, and you know, everything's been you know, it's been a work in progress. So it is coming, guys. Trust me. You know, whenever I do a giveaway, you know, I do it right. So you know, stay tuned for that. And with that said, guys, I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like, throw a comment down there, hit that subscribe button, and if you hit the dislike button, let me know why. No big deal, you know, can't please everybody. So enjoy the video and let's go. Alrighty, so here is one of the few freshwater fish that I have right now, which is my Giardini arowana. This is the water change I was doing in the beginning of the video. So he's doing good. He's eating pellets now, veggie krill, and he also takes power feed, the smaller pellets of power feed, which is basically just the growth formula. He's growing, you know, he's growing, not as fast as I'd like. I do water changes on this tank probably, I don't know, 3, 4, sometimes 5 times a week, about an every other day schedule of about 50 to 60%. So, you know, I mean, the volume of the tank gets changed over probably twice a week in full. He's still camera shy. He's, you know, he's in the bottom of the tank, you know, or not the bottom of the tank, but he's basically sitting on the ground. So, you know, something big walking by, I guess that, you know, that's kind of nerve-wracking. But he's doing well. He'll be going inside the 120 that's behind me today probably. I don't have any other fish in there. Finished growing out the fish that I had in there, those Modas. The Inmakiri bitchers that I had in here are now gone. They went back up to the shop. They were good enough to go and nice and big. So we have a few different sizes of Inmakiri bitcher up at Fish Paradise. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. He's a beautiful animal, guys. You know, real responsive with feeding. I like feeding him krill. He comes up and takes it with gusto. He's a lot of fun to watch and, you know, play with. Wish the water wasn't so cloudy, but, you know, is what it is when you're doing a water change. Can't do anything about it. But, yeah, so let's move on to the next fish. Alright, so before we move on to the next fish, I do just want to show, you can see that I've started breaking down a lot of stuff. This tank is getting drained today. There's no more fish in there. This tank, I think I may keep running just to grow that moss out, so that pot and that, well, maybe just the pot is going to go. But that may eventually to be broken down as well, because I don't know. I don't want that many tanks anymore. I want bigger tanks. This 55 is slowly but surely being broken down. I got most of the stuff out of there, minus the air system that I have in there. Everything's unplugged and ready to be broken down. I'm draining it today. And as y'all know, the planted tank is gone. I'm fixing to break down this week. I don't have time to do it today. School started, so I have to go pick up my son. But really, the only thing over in this corner of my fish room is that arowana. And if you're wondering what this mass of green stuff is up here, it's a mixture of Java moss and algae. So it's kind of like an algal turf scrubber in a sense, because the bubbles from the sponge filter bubble up and make water run through that. So it's kind of like a natural filtration. I thought it was pretty cool. So I don't know. I'm just leaving it there. Eventually, I may break down this 40 and make it like a frag tank or something. Actually, I am going to do that with that 40 breeder and probably a couple other ones. I'll be using this rack as a saltwater rack. So all of these tanks that you see here won't be there anymore, minus the exception of probably that 40 breeder. So it'll be 240 breeders, 240 breeders, and possibly another 240 breeders. But I'm still debating on that because, you know, I don't want so many tanks anymore. I got to the point where I had 10 tanks running, and doing water changes per week got really stressful, especially when I, trying to spend time with my family. So, I'm breaking down a lot of stuff and, keeping the stuff that I really want, like the Giardini arowana. So basically I'll have the 120, the 115 the big rig is in now, and the 300 gallon, along with probably one or two other saltwater tanks. And then I have the main reef tank out in my dining room. So yeah, let's take a look at Big Rig. Alright, so here is the man himself, Mr. Big Rig. Love this guy. He's still hateful as ever. He's mad at me because I've been promising him that 350 gallon, and I just haven't gotten the people together to move it yet. So it's coming, but he's a little mad at it right now. So he's giving me some issues when I go in there and try to do some water change. But hey, it is what it is, right? This guy has grown. Wow. He's huge. The camera doesn't do any justice to the color that this fish has. Actually had somebody over the other day that watches my videos and has never seen Big Rig in real life, and he said, wow, he's so much bigger, and the purple stands out so much more in person. So it literally, the camera does him no justice. That little red ball, he pops it out. We kind of play like catch. Like, he'll pop it out of the tank, and I'll just put it back in there, and he'll pop it out. But most of the time, the ball gets, it hits his lid and pops back in. So sometimes he has problems getting the ball out. But yeah, that's Big Rig there. He's doing great. Still eating Southern Delight. And other than that, he's getting a water change today. This guy probably gets the most water changes in the fish room right now. Because he is so big and he's in a 115 gallon tank. He is a little too large for this tank, but he can still turn around comfortably. The footprint fits him, but he needs more swimming room. He's not cramped, but he's cramped, if that makes sense. But yeah, he looks real good. It's really nice. Let me try to get a side profile of him. Here we go. Fish is beautiful. Right over here we have the 120, which is in array right now. I had to go through there and catch some fish, and that proved to be a little difficult with all the hiding places I have in there. So all the decorations are kind of just piled up there in the middle, and I'm doing a water change on this guy today too. Really needs it because I power feeded the hell out of this tank last week, and I haven't done a water change since. There is no fish in here. If any of you are wondering what happened to my Acara catfish, it was murdered by the motas that I was throwing out for the shop. Don't ask me why or how. I have no idea. I just walked in, I was watching, and it happened in the blink of an eye. So it really sucked. I loved that fish. I was really proud of that fish. It was beautiful. So yeah, those are all the fish that I have as far as freshwater goes. It's Big Rig and my Giardini. I have a few crayfish, some marbled crayfish and some prawn. But I mean, there's no way I'm going to get those guys on video. So hang tight for a second. It'll be a split second for you. It'll probably be about an hour for me. We're going to go take a look at the reef tank and see what's going on in there. Got lots of new stuff in there. Really excited about that. And I think I have an idea of how I can show y'all the reef a little bit better without it being so blue, but still being colorful. I do have some filters on the way, but I'm going to have to play with my LED system to kind of see how I can get the best shot. So hang tight and we'll be right back. Alrighty, YouTube. So a couple hours later now, I turned on the lights. Normally they come on at about 4 o'clock. It's about 1 o'clock now. So everything's not fully opened up, but you can see I have some Milioporas up there. Got my rose bubble tip anemone. I also have a porcelain crab on there as well. Let me see if I can find him for you. Yeah, there he is. They also call them anemone crabs. And basically they host the anemone to keep it clean and put some food in there. I actually fed the anemone some krill yesterday. Ate it with gusto. Right there you can see my torch coral. Right next to that is my frog spawn, and then you can see my bubble coral. I got right there. Those are all from the Euphyllia species. And then I have some zoanthids here. I wish some of those were opened up right now so you could see them, because I have some really pretty ones there. I got my Rostozoas right there. As you see the yellow clown goby swim away. You can see my 2 clownfish there. That bigger one, I believe, is starting to turn female because they're starting to, kind of shake at each other and stuff. So that'd be cool to get a spawn from them. I've been reading up of how to rear those fry, and from what I read, I definitely don't have time to do it. Moving along, we have my sun coral there. He normally opens up once it smells food in the water. Over here you can see my kryptonite green candy cane coral. It's starting to split. Well, the camera's not going to pick it up, but there's actually 2 mouths. So I'm about to have 2 heads of that. There's my metallic orange mushroom there. Come down here, you can see my green star polyps, or I'm sorry, pink star polyps. So they're pretty cool. It's a little bit different than the green star polyps. I actually got a sand sifting starfish in here as well. Probably not going to be able to see him. You can see some of my Nasaria snails there. Got lots of hermits in here. We'll move on up. Back in the back there, you can see my Galaxia coral. That thing has some feeder tentacles. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen. Those things get extremely long. I mean long, and that coral's just small. So overall, do water changes every 2 weeks on here, 15 gallons. As far as the salt that I'm using Salinity by Seachem. Started the tank with Instant Ocean, but I'm doing, for now on, I'm going to be using Salinity. As far as dosing, I don't really dose anything yet besides Seachem Fuel. And man, this stuff is awesome, guys. Let me try to get, here we go. Oh, well. Seachem Fuel. It ignites coral growth is what it says. The first time I dosed it, the polyp extension that I got and how full all the corals started looking was amazing. And guys, I'm talking about the first dose. You dose this stuff twice a week. It's 7 milliliters per 30 gallons, so I use 14 milliliters. As far as coral food, what I feed is Microbert by Kent Marine. I also feed Mysis. I feed my bubble coral there, Mysis. So I'll get some of that PE Mysis, the frozen. I'll thaw it out. I'll use the juice and the shrimp, and I squirt it in there, and that thing eats. I mean, it eats. I've tried to feed my torch and my frog spawn. They're not as receptive to the Mysis. I do see them like get active whenever I put the Microvert in the water. That's the same for the mushroom, the kryptonite green candy cane coral. This guy right here eats Mysis as well, the sun coral. Also have a lot of new growth on there. You can see those polyps down there. All that to the right there is all new growth. Down at the bottom, well, it's kind of the back the way you're looking at it. Looks like one of my hermit crabs knocked over my Montipora. This guy right here, let me get it out so you can see. This is called Season's Greetings Montipora, or Christmas Montipora. Let me try to get a focus here. There we go. It's an encrusting Montipora. I have this guy sitting right here. I got coral glue. I just need to glue him in. But I got him sitting right there. There we go. So he sits like that. Overall, the most corals that I have are mostly zoanthids and euphyllia. Like the bubble coral, the torch, and the frog spawn. That rose bubble tip anemone, when I get the filter, you'll be able to see better colors. As far as what colors it has in it. It's not a Sherman. It actually has rainbow colors. There's greens, there's blues, there's purples, pinks, reds, all kinds of colors inside of that coral. Really beautiful, or anemone rather. It's a really beautiful animal. Those Milioporas, one is a red and one is an orange. They're an easier to keep SPS coral. And that Montipora right there is an SPS as well. As far as SPS goes, that's the only SPS that I have. The rest, like the euphyllias, those are LPS. That's an LPS right there. And as far as what those means, the Galaxia is an LPS. As far as what that means, LPS means large polyp stony coral, and SPS means small polyp stony coral. And then of course I have the zoanthids. You can see the pink ones right there. Those are pretty neat. I have some that are they're a Japanese deep water zoa. They kind of look like the eagle eyes. My favorites though are these Rastas. I wish they were opened up, but whenever I get that filter, you'll be able to see way more color. You can see I have some coralline algae popping off in there. A bunch of different kinds. You can see that nice purple back there. They're starting to be purple all over these rocks as well, so that's growing really well. There's my LED. It's full spectrum. I only have the whites on with a little bit of the blues and the reds and the greens right now, so it doesn't drown out in blue and make the picture quality horrible. So now we'll go below here. You can see my Bubble Magnus. Let me try to focus here. My Bubble Magnus protein skimmer. It's the Curve 5. It's rated for. Let me turn on this light, make it a little bit better. There we go. Let's see here. Rated for up to 130 gallons. So I got the overfiltration part. This skimmer is awesome. It started pulling stuff its first day. As far as the Marineland skimmer, it's a great skimmer, but you have to toy with it a lot and to get it to work. And it does a good job once you get it working. The only thing is when you do top-offs, or you put your hand in the tank, or you feed the tank, it overactivates majorly. That's the only complaint that I have about it. Other than that, it was a great skimmer. But I'm really happy to have this Curve 5. I'm loving it so far. It got great bubble. You can see that. Lots of small bubbles. You can still see it's breaking in, but it is still skimming as well. This is the eShops sump. I'll be doing a refugium in here, and I'm thinking about adding some bio pellets. So yeah, that's what I have going on with the reef tank. I mean, y'all saw the new corals. Y'all got to see the new protein skimmer. Like I said in the beginning of the video, guys, make sure y'all go and check out Aquatic Support Systems on Facebook. Check those guys out on YouTube as well. Make sure you go and check out Fish Paradise on Facebook. Hit the like button on all those and hit subscribe on all those guys as well. And with that said, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all are thinking. This is what I'm doing. This is what I've done. Happy fish keeping, and stay true to the hobby. Adios.